And hello there everyone, I'm Hedgehog and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. We are here in Alpha 19, still in build B180, which is the Alpha 19.0 stable version. We're going to have a look at another mod from Nexus mods. And it is going to be the one from Lamb, again like the last one. And as you can see, my skills here have all nice and beautiful colors. And that has to do with this. That's Lamb's bonus. And I will put the link down again in the description. And this is the combined package where all his different mods to give you extra perks come in all together. Yeah, so the colors up here are matching with the colors here of the icons. And if you hover over it, it will tell you what it is that you need. So here we need strength level 4 up to strength level 10 in order to become an expert smelter. The same has to do with the gold digger. So he has taken some of the perks, made them better, but also divided some of them. For example, if we go here into skills and we go into strength, normally if I would go here into the shotgun hobo, as you can read, craft quality 2 pour shotguns. Which means I can also now make the double barrel shotgun, but as you can see it's still only a level 1. Now in order to be able to craft a level 2, I need to go here, and here you have the crafting tier master, and that will teach you how to craft tier 2 items, gear and weapons. Which means once you unlock this, everything you will be crafting will be a tier 2, regardless of whether you have spec'd into that specific perk tree further down or not. But for this we need intellect level 2 all the way down until level 10, and he has added back crafting of tier 6 items. So in order to get the crafting of tier 6 items, I need to get intellect up to level 10. I've given myself a batch of XP, so I have plenty of skill points available. So let's up this all the way to level 10, and that is going to allow me to up this all the way to level 6. And I'm going to go here into parts. And let's take the auto shotgun schematic, let's learn that. And now we're going to take our shotgun parts. And let's have a look. What do we need for an auto shotgun? Okay, so that gives us everything that we need in order to make ourselves a tier 6 auto shotgun. So right now it takes us 9 minutes and 3 seconds to craft a tier 6 auto shotgun. If we now go again here into the same perk, we also have a perk crafting speed. Now, crafting speed requires perception level 2 or 6, 8 and 10. Perfect. So let's go up to perception, let's up this to level 2 and let's take the crafting speed right up there. So now the same auto shotgun is only going to take us 8 minutes and 9 seconds. So again, we're going to up perception by 2 levels, increase the crafting speed, and now it is 7 minutes and 14 seconds. So let's also max this one out all the way. And now, in order to make ourselves the auto shotgun, we are only looking at 4 minutes. So it's basically half the time of what it used to be to craft it originally. Okay, so then we go actually to the very first one, which is there, and I already have half the stuff in my inventory. Here we have the expert smelter. Now the expert smelter actually makes a couple of further adjustments to the game than just giving you an added perk. This one adds a new bellows which will increase smelting speed by 10%. Once all 6 bellows are installed, so you can, if it is all in full, you get 6 different new bellows. So for that we need to have strength on level 10 in order to max it out, so let's it fully max out. And if we now go into our crafting menu and we look for advanced bellows, we need original advanced bellows. So let's open that with the schematic. Okay, and for these ones, in order to make them, we just need 1 original bellows. Okay, so as you can see, we have the anvil and the crucible in there, and it gives us 6 different slots in order to put the different bellows in. Now I can only put 1 in there because the rest will go straight to my hotbar, and even if I want to, I can't drop them in there. So we do need to create the special bellows for it. So I still have 5 different bellows inside my inventory. Let's have a look at the different advanced bellows. This is the first one, the second, the third, the fourth, and I can't create a fifth yet. There we go, now I can. Okay, and these 5 bellows now will give us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, plus the original one gives you 30 is 80% faster smelting speed. In order to test that, let's take a batch of clay, and from the raw materials let's take some lead and iron, because that is what we use mostly, and let's take a stack of coal as fuel. And as you can see, now the forge also has 3 input slots, it has 8 crafting slots and 9 output slots. So if I turn this on, this is the normal smelting speed, which is about, for iron and lead and clay, 1 per second. Then if we add the bellows, it already goes faster. Yeah, it's about 3 per second instead of 1 per second. So now I usually use the shift click, so they will go automatically to the space they go, because otherwise I need to go through it clicking one by one to see where they fit. And with shift click it will just automatically pop into its position. And look at the crafting speed, with all of them in there it goes 80% faster than it does without any of the bellows. Now it does not affect the crafting speed. Again, 8 forged iron now only takes 10 seconds. That is because we already maxed it out for creating the shotgun. But if I take out all the bellows and I will make 8 now, it still takes 10 seconds. It only affects the smelting speed. Then what is the next one we have here? We have the experience boosts. Now the experience boosts very clearly says what it is. So if you have the white ones, and it is only here the experience boost, it is not linked to a specific skill, but it actually needs multiple skills to be upgraded. Yep, whereas these ones say only perception or only intellect, the experience boost requires all fortitude, strength, agility, perception and intellect to be at the next level. Now the descriptions there are very easy and very clear. You get 20, 40, 60, 80 or 100% additional experience. Okay, so if we go further to the next one, the gold digger, binary rubble, it gives you 5 scrap iron when you're mining stone. Okay, so right now we're just literally mining stone, stone and only stone. If we now drop a point here into the gold digger, we're going to get 5 scrap iron when we are mining stone. There you go. So now we're not just getting stone, we're also getting scrap iron. If we drop the next one in there, back into gold digger, we get 10, so we get double the iron. Now it's going to be fairly useful, especially when you need to do a lot of grinding. Now we continue with it. We also have a 1% chance of silver. Now for that we need to probably dig quite a bit. I'm going to up that a little further. What does it give me? It gives me a 2% chance of silver, 1% of gold, 3, 2 and 1% of diamond. Okay, now let's see if we can get any rare gems. Okay, there we go. So I do have to say it is fairly nicely done. He did do it really well balanced. I had to destroy most of the boulder and I got 1 single silver nugget, so it's not OP at all. Going further down, maximum hit points. Increase your maximum hit points by 20, 40, 60, 80 or 100. So it basically gives you extra life. And for that we need to up our fortitude all the way to level 10. Here, that opens this one up. So if we look down here now, we have 200. Now to 20, 40, 60, 80. And we have 300 hit points. Again, something I really like, and you do need to invest into fortitude. Now on the background you can already hear the preparation for my next one. It is Looter Extraordinary. Yep, so it also comes into that perception perk, and it gives you 10, 20, 30, 40 or a 50% chance of a loot bag. And I do have to say it's fairly freaky if you have an entire cheerleader squad like that. An entire stack of gossip girls. So at the moment, let's put that theory to the test. And we say we have a 10% chance, which means if I smack 10 of them, I get 1 loot bag. So far nothing yet. There we have 1. Okay, so I just murdered 20 of them, and besides the fact that it looks like a horrific scene, we only have 1 loot bag. Okay, with some military boots and some food. So let's up that to the next level and let's try it with a clean set of cheerleaders. You now have a 20% chance of getting a loot bag. Okay, here we have the new cheerleader squad. So we now have, according to the perk tree, 20% chance of getting a loot bag. We have 20 of them here, so we should be getting 4. Okay, at least out of these 20 we already got more loot bags than we had in the last round. Okay, so we got 3 times the loot bags we had out of the others. I now have 2 massacres. One is still standing there without arms and a head. And we have 1 set of massacres right over there. Let's get the next group. Nice and over here. Let's spread them out a little. Okay, let's up again our looter extraordinary. We now have a... Okay, let's up it all the way to 50%. Let's see how many we get. We have 25 cheerleaders, which means I should be getting around 12 bags. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's a nice stack of loot bags once it is fully upped. So definitely another perk which I do like. I do think though that 50% loot drop is a little bit OP, but everybody plays the way they would like to play. Plus 20% damage if you install this module into your tool or weapon. So we can do additional damage with this module. And once you have invested your points in there, you can search for the 20, 30, 40, 50 or 60% damage mod. Okay, there you go. These are the stainless steel pillars. They all have no damage taken so far. So let's have a look. A single swing. Okay, so is that 187 damage without one of the modifiers. Now here you can see this one has the 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60% damage mods on it. There we have 205 damage, 212 damage, 218 damage, 224 damage, and 231 damage. Yep, so definitely the tools are working. The modded stats are not included if we compare them, but we go from 33 melee damage, but we want to look at the block damage. It's 92 versus 136. 136, 130, 124, 117, 111, and that one has only 92. The next one is a power tool expert. It increases range and damage, and fuel, and then it just ups it to a 300% fuel tank size, an additional 100% damage, and an additional 100% range. The next one is a Run Forest Run. It is a skill that has to do with running speed. It gives you an extra 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30% movement speed while sprinting. Okay, so this is our normal running speed. Let's now drop some skill points, and for that we need to up agility. Good. I mean, it's a good thing because I have 20 points left. The only thing that I have there, I have 20 points left for the last 4 perks, and then there's still the experience boost, and then I haven't really put a lot of points elsewhere. So you really need to level up a lot in order to utilize all the perks. If you do start putting points early into the additional XP, then at least you level up a little bit faster. Okay, do we notice a difference? Yeah, fair enough. We do. Let's get another point into running. There is definitely a notable change in there. Let's now up it all the way to max. Look at that. That is definitely running a lot faster, and that could come in definitely handy at some times. What is the next one we have on our list? Speedy Harvest. Harvest resources 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50% faster. So that is fairly similar to Mother Load, I think. But let's have a quick peek at how many swings it takes and what does it give us. 3 swings gives me 110 stone, 25 iron. And maxed out. Oh, you swing faster. Okay, so you use your tools faster. That is actually makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Maximum stamina. Okay, so that we can see again down here. Look at that, and now we have 300 stamina. Let me debuff God so we can actually use our stamina. Fair enough. That is also a perk I would be putting points into, because I always seem to be running out of stamina. And especially if you're using tools and if you're mining and grinding, that definitely helps. Then we have the last one of all, and that is going to be Zombie Harvest. Specialize in skinning zombies to harvest bones, fat, rotting flesh. Okay, does that apply on every zombie? Because at the moment they don't turn into gore anymore. Here we have one. Here we have Big Mama lying around. She doesn't give us anything. I'm really not sure how this works. That still doesn't give me anything. Okay, so according to the perk, they should give me 2 bones, fat and rotting flesh now. Okay, but how do I get... No, these are just the normal loot bags. Are they turning into gore, or how does it work now? Okay, so I really need to go stabby with my knife. But we don't do a lot of damage to them yet. But it is definitely stabby. And since the knife doesn't do a lot of damage to the dead zombie bodies, it takes quite a bit of time in order to skin them, so to say. Okay, so if we max it out, we get 10 bones, rotting flesh, and a 30% chance of finding cash on them. Okay, now we haven't done this one yet. Ah, there you go. So we definitely do get more off of them now, including leather. Including leather. That's a little bit sick, but it does take a lot to go stabby on them. Okay, definitely useful because you do get quite a lot of harvest from them, but it takes a long time to harvest them. So that is all of them I have to show you. It's Lamb's bonus perks. I'll drop the link to the mods down in the description. It is multiple different mods, but there's also the one download option with all 13 perks included. Thank you so much for joining. I hope it was useful, and I hope it showed you a little bit of what the mods have to offer, so you can manually pick what you would and would not like to add to your game. Now, if you did enjoy it, please do remember to hit that like button. Of course, any comments and any requests for any specific mods you would like to see, please do let me know down below. And if you would like to see more, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget that notification bell so you get notified whenever the next video comes online. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.